everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let us know, what are you reading? What are you eating? Anything Irish? Are you having a Guinness? I saw that a joke today on Instagram. It was something like the wife, sister, husband, what do you want for dinner tonight? He's like, something Irish. And she goes, corned beef and cabbage. He said, Lucky Charms and Guinness. I said, that sounds good to me. So we'll start with you guys. Mrs. A Lot next to me, Tiffany. What are you reading?
I am reading Cheddar Off Dead, the read along by Karina Moss. And then I am also finishing up Gingerbread Danger, which is the latest in the Amish candy shop. And I'm reading The Women.
Yay!
I'm reading The Women like a chapter at a time because it's so intense and heavy.
It is.
That I have to read a chapter and then kind of flip to something else.
Like, I read a chapter and then I have to have somebody get murdered so then I can read a chapter.
Exactly. And then I need to come back to my cozy and have somebody off.
There's a reason it took me 2 weeks to read that book. It's
heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm listening to a romance as well.
Yay.
What about you all?
I am splitting my time tonight between 4 books because I'm just getting into all of them. And I've got Knitting Bones by Monica Ferris. This is a reread, but I'm rereading those books. And I'm reading Cinderella After Midnight by Mary Burchell. And I have a wide variety. I have Little Farm in the Ozarks by Roger McBride. And I have, this one though, I may not be able to put this one down. Firefly Diaries, The Cherry Creek Mysteries, Book 1 by C.C. Warrens. Ooh, this one's good. And there's a sequel out too. And
Wonderful.
This one's really good.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I'm going to be splitting as well. I'm waiting to go eat my food, which is a corned beef sandwich with potato salad and a pickle.
Yum.
I'm going to be splitting between trying to catch up on this Bible study thing that I'm doing and reading Emma of 83rd Street by Audrey Beliza and Emily Harding. I think it's an Emma retelling.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
What about you, Storm?
Everybody, pat me on the back and all that kind of good stuff. Because I am going to be on Trial by Fury, which is the 3rd book in the J.P. Beaumont series.
Excellent.
3 books in a row. 3 books in a row.
Well done, ladies.
Very nice. I would say probably one of my best buddy reads so far because we went from 1 to the 3rd one. We're all buddy reading them all together. Kat from Cat's Small Adventures, we buddy read all 3. We both had a bind up and then Carmen, she joined us too and she's been doing it. And I need to get to chapter 15 in Trial by Fury because that's where they stopped and I'm on chapter 11. Then I'm
so you're on the 3rd book and all in this time that you were just going to read 1 book. That's amazing.
Yeah. and then I'm listening to Listening Woman by Tony Hillerman. I'm not, my eyes aren't quite, eyeball reading isn't going very well. So listening is kind of how it's been.
That's all right.
I'd like to get back to Perry Mason and stuff, but I'm like, oh well.
You'll get there.
And I did finish a book today too because I finished The Secret of the Old Mill by Franklin W. Dixon.
You are killing it.
Well
Party
done.
Boys number 3. So
well done. Yay. Tiffany, because you were talking about The Women, I wanted to make mention because I know a lot of people here have read The Women. My author friend that I follow, the one who wrote the one about the Halifax explosion, she mentioned a book this weekend called On Isabella Street. And it's by Genevieve Graham, who's a Canadian author. It comes out at the end of April. And it's about the Canadian, how us in Canada handled the Vietnam War.
Wow.
So, and it takes place in Toronto during the 1960s and it deals with mental health issues. I pre-ordered it as soon as she talked about it because she gave it 5 stars. So I'm really excited about it. So if anyone else is interested, like I said, it's called On Isabella Street by Genevieve Graham.
Isabella Street. I'm going to look it up.
It says during the turbulent 60s about 2 women caught up in a powerful social movement and the tragedy that will bring them together. And it actually says perfect for fans of Kristen Hanna's The Women.
Oh.
So
Got it.
Yeah. And I am reading. I have 3 chapters left of Bewitched, Bothered, and Biscotti. I will finish this. That is my goal on the first sprint, is to finish this. That should be no problem. And then I will be starting Rebecca by Daphne. Finally.
Nadine and I just finished that a couple of days ago.
The first 2 times I read it on audio. This is the first time I'm reading it physically. So I'm excited because I bought this edition. I'm like, I'm finally going to crack the spine on it and read it physically. So I'm very,
Awesome.
and I grabbed it off my shelf and I immediately read the first line.
Oh, that's such a
already
good book.
DNF'd it.
I can't wait. All right. Let's jump in.
Did you say you DNF'd it?
I already DNF'd it.
Did you really?
Holy.
What did you get?
I think chapter 4, and I'm like, this is so boring. I'm like, who cares? And I'm like, I know it's just me, but I'm like,
No, don't apologize.
I
Not
wanted,
for every person.
I wanted to like it, and I'm just like, yeah.
You haven't completely broken my heart. It's fine.
Yeah.
You might have broken mine though. But I still love you, Lee.
I haven't completely broken.
But good for you for not just reading it to read it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I was trying, and I'm just like,
I
It's just
I
not
like
real.
quit reading it one time. I think it was a couple years ago. Whenever you were reading it one time, I thought I'd give it a try, and I didn't make it very far. I haven't started it again. We'll see how it goes.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't start to really get exciting until she actually goes to Manderley, though.
you're absolutely
You know,
correct.
that,
Yeah.
that first part is a little slow.
When she's being
Yeah.
wooed.
Yeah.
All right. Pat. Hi, Pat. Good evening, everyone. I swear, Pat tries her best to be first one in every time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I will not be reading tonight. I went to my family doctor for a physical today. My appointment was at 10 a.m. Didn't get home till 4 p.m.
Oh,
A long day.
Pat, believe me, I understand that too well. And she says, my allergies are kicking my butt. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. You're awesome.
I hope you feel better.
Absolutely. You can get some rest. Pardon me, Emily lost in the library. Yes. I saw her post on Instagram today, and she said that her first video is going up in a few days. So yay, her first booktube video is going up in a few days. So subscribe if you have not subscribed to Emily Lost in the Library. She says, hey everyone, happy Monday. It was a true Monday, and I'm glad for the time to read. Oh, that's good. She says, I'll be reading Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles tonight. It's a romantic suspense on Kindle Unlimited. Excellent. Esther. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm still reading The Radio Hour by Victoria Putman. It's about a radio soap operas in 1956 in Australia, and it mentioned Mills and Boon books. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Mary Jo, happy Monday, everybody. And she says, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Is it St. Patrick's Day?
Shut Subtle, Tiffany, subtle.
You can't see him, but I got the lucky Care Bear.
Oh,
I love your
cute.
shirt. That's delightful.
That's cute.
I'm wearing green socks and a green shirt. That was my.
I have a Kermie shirt on.
That's awesome.
I have my pajamas.
I have a green cell phone.
My pajamas beforehand.
I changed just to be on here.
I remember last year at work, somebody they had us all wearing green and somebody didn't. She's like, my underwear's green. I just can't show it to you.
That's funny.
And she said, still reading The 24th Hour by James Patterson, number 24 in the Women's Murder Club series. Barb, hello, friends. I am drinking iced tea slowly, so I don't have to pee as often. My sister came up from California just to see how I'm doing and got me some stuff. Oh, that's very sweet. She keeps asking, but I don't know what. I know when it's like, can I get you? Like, I don't know. Let people take care of you, Barb, and enjoy it.
Okay.
Annie says, hi all, I'm reading Mind Your Own Murder by Patty Larson.
Nice.
Nadine, hi, I'm binge rereading and reading the 12 books Miss Zukas series, currently on number 2, Miss Zukas and the Island Murders. I read the first 7 when they came out in the 90s. Time to get all 12 read. Excellent. And Barb says, I don't know what I want. Maybe to pee less, but she can't help with that. I'm still reading the Misfortune book. Cajun, hi Cajun, hi everyone. I'm reading Vows of Murder, Tourist Trap number 17. Nadine says to Barb, can your sister cook? Maybe she can make you some freezer meals. That's a great idea. I hope you'll feel better soon. I agree.
That's a really
Hello,
good idea.
Cav says, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm celebrating with Murder at an Irish Chipper by Carleen O'Connor.
Nice.
Nita, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'm reading Murder Uncorked by Maddie Day, and I finished Take the Honey and Run. I gave it 5 stars. Excellent. And Emily says, yay, Take the Honey and Run was my first ever cozy mystery I read last year. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars. Excellent. Nadine says, Anita, I gave Take the Honey and Run 5 stars also. A good first book in a series. I want to get to that series.
I liked it too.
Amy, top of the evening to y'all. That was like Irish and Southern all in one.
Yeah.
Southern Irish. I'm reading The House in the Cerulean Sea, as well as some picture books, hoping my headache doesn't go into a migraine. Oh, I hope not for you either.
Fingers crossed for you.
Mm-hmm. Kim says, hi, y'all. Chicken and rice for dinner. Yummy. Either Fourth and the Cat in the Hat stacks or Adventure, Abduction and Arrest tonight. Or YouTube.
Either way.
Any of them sound great.
I've been watching lots of TV too.
I can imagine. Yeah, because that's where your mind is. You just want something in the background, you know?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I finished reading Everyone on This Train is a Suspect, so I'm updating my reading planner and spreadsheet. Excellent.
Nice.
And Emily says to Barb, drink water, not iced tea. Caffeine is a diuretic. Plus, pain pills can cause constipation, so you need to stay hydrated. Yeah, very, very good point. Amy says, it's my hubby's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your hubby. And he requested breakfast for dinner. Oh, I love that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So it was pancakes. Later will be lemon meringue pie. Oh.
Did you hear that, Mel Mac? Lemon.
Oh, that sounds
It
delicious.
came up naturally, Lee. I had to take
It did. You're right. It did.
I mean, I would have made a reason to say
I know,
it,
but you're right. It just happened
natural.
to come across.
Precisely. Oh, that's hilarious. Angel says, hi, everyone. I'm reading 2 Part Sugar, 1 Part Murder by Valerie Burns. I had 2 cheese quesadillas for dinner. Yum.
Oh, I love cheese quesadillas. Yum.
Me too. Emily says, sounds like a wonderful dinner. And Esther says to Angel Wolf, loved that book. Purple Rainhearts. Hello, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm reading Killers of a Certain Age. And for dinner, I think just hamburgers and fries.
That sounds
That
good.
sounds good. Mm-hmm. Amy says it was pretty good. And Angel says, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, Esther Jane. Kat. Hi, Kat. Happy Monday and happy St. Patrick's Day. Trying to decide what to eat for dinner. And she says, I'm reading Tests of the Emerald Sea. And Angel Wolf, oh, that sounds interesting to Emily. Emily says to Kat, I hope you enjoy it. And Nina, Tiffany, you look great.
This whole thing. Thank you.
Mary Jo says, my allergies to Pat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Amy says to Stormy, are you feeling any better?
I am feeling better, but I'm just super, super tired.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
And that stupid cough won't go away. I think I haven't coughed hardly at all today. Then I get on here and I'm like, I have to mute.
Oh,
It always goes that way.
absolutely. So I'm just looking for something here. Bear with me just a second. Where did that go? There it is. Pink. Oh, nope. Mute. Thank you. All right, there we go. Sorry. Sonia, hello, friends. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hello, my dear. And you already said how you were feeling. Melmac, hi, everyone. I'm reading A Murder with Oolong Tea by Karen Rose Smith, number 6 in the Daisy Tea Garden. Excellent. And Mary Jo says, love the headband, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Anita, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Rena, hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Planning to start 1,000 Times Before by Asha Tanaki. Excellent. Danielle, hello. Reading to Make All Things New by Cheryl Porter. Excellent.
Nice.
And Emily says, I need to figure out what to read next. There's a part of me that wants to start David Copperfield, but real marathon is going on and I need to read books to help my team. But I also want to slow down. Yep. Understand that.
That's a lot.
Melmac says to Tiffany, "You look like you're channeling a St. Patrick's Day version of Elton John."
Listen, anytime I can wear something that reminds me of Elton John in the Muppets show is a win-win. Let's
Right?
be real.
I was thinking
On the Muppets show, yeah, I go for that look all the time. I feel like the glasses are a real hit.
I was thinking to myself, I mean, I'm sure Kevin's used to it and stuff, but I just would like to really know what his face is whenever you get decked out into that. I mean,
Yeah,
He probably just looks at her and then just like shakes his head slightly and walks away.
yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
He's like, please don't encourage her. He's only kidding, but he always says, I wish I lived in the same world as you. What was that? Was that Charlie? Was he calling with an angel's mission?
Well, we're all here.
That's what I'm saying. Charlie, very quickly, I just have to say this because it always sums it up. So when my dad was really, really sick, we would go back and forth. My parents lived about 2 hours away from me. And Kevin would just say yes to anything because, my dad was terminal. So I could have got away with anything is what I'm saying. So in the car, we would listen to Pandora and I'd be like, oh my gosh, they have a new movie musical channel. He's like, oh God, sure. Yes. And I would like sing and dance and he'd be like, we are on the interstate. He's like, people are looking at you. I'm like, they're my fans. And he's like, I wish I lived in the same world you do. No, clearly, he's like, oh gosh. So yes, now he just looks at me and shakes his head and
smile and nod, boys. Smile or smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Mary Jo, good to see you, Storm. Hope you're better. Yes, we're very happy to see you, Storm.
Absolutely.
Cajun says, Storm, glad you seem to be feeling better. Way to go, 3 in a row. Absolutely. And to Emily, Emily says, yes, I enjoyed Emma of 83rd Street. It's just an Emma retelling. They have a Pride and Prejudice retelling too. Can't remember the title.
Oh, okay.
For anyone who's interested, speaking of Jane Austen, be over at Mama Loves to Read Romance. In 2026, I know we're jumping way ahead, but she is going to be doing a Jane Austen read-along throughout the whole year. That every other month, we're going to be reading a different Austen novel of her 6 main works. And then in the months in between, we're going to be reading either retellings or watching like movie adaptations or something like that. So
are you going to read them?
I actually am. I'm going to try it. I figure with a group of us, I'll see if I can do it.
I was going to say, if they have like where you can chit chat and everything, sometimes it makes it a little bit funner.
That's what I'm
like with the Beaumont books. It's been like a lot of fun, like chatting with somebody about them, especially some of the antics that Beau gets into.
Well, that's part of the fun when you're reading, right? Like to be able to chat amongst, other people. So anyway, I know it's 9 months away. Somebody could get pregnant now and the baby could be born before this even starts. But I just thought I'd point it out if anyone's not on her Discord. So we're just laughing to Melmac. Crafty Annie, I am reading on audio Fire Breathing Beast by Candace Ayers. It's a dragon shifter romance. Ooh. It's the first book in the Dragons of the Bayou series. Excellent. And Angel says, yay, Storm. Glad you're feeling better too.
Yay.
Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I'm reading Shamrock Tea by Karen Carson. 3 books, Earthbound, Dark Enchantment, and The Unforeseen by Dorothy McCradle. Irish authors. Excellent.
Nice. Hi, Donna.
Donna, thank you. I'm so horrible with names. Emily says, I just ordered a Rebecca from Pango. Excellent. Nice. Kat says,
can I just stop you real quick? I'm sorry. So I knew somebody had pointed it out earlier today. If you have Audible, there's the Jane Austen collection free with your membership.
Oh, wonderful.
If you wanted to listen to it, you could.
Excellent. Yeah, because I think that's what B was saying, is that she has the entire, like, that set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have an Austen collection on Audible, even though, I don't have Audible right now, but all the stuff that you've bought.
You have.
It's still there. Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, please. Thank you. That's great. Kat says, Carmen, Stormy, and I are having a blast with JP Beaumont. Having so much fun. I think we should buddy read the entire series together over time.
Yeah, that would be fun. Hey, we could like do another one in April. I'm sure there is probably a prompt for a mystery book of some sort for old school April, and that's pretty old school.
Sure.
Beaumont's pretty old school.
True story.
Esther says, thanks, Sarah. We'll look for that book at the library when it comes out. Excellent. And Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
Amy, right? Hello, everyone.
Yes.
I'm currently trying to read A Sinister Revenge by Deanna Raybourn. So far, it's starting out slow. So slow. Pardon me. Pat says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. People, thank you, Pat. Stormy, does the murder start to pick up and get good in A Sinister Revenge? I'm at 27%, excuse me. And it's almost more consistent now.
You know, it's been a while since I've read that one, and you're getting up there to the ones that I'm not a huge fan of, and I just don't remember. I even tried looking over I read like what it was about, and I'm like, I don't remember.
Cajun says, "Oh, I have a green shirt on, or green shirt, but that was purely coincidental. Didn't even realize it until someone just said green shirt." Melmac appears to be rolling her eyes. I'm not sure why.
At Lee.
Yeah,
That's me.
clearly. Pat, today only. Kindle has Rancher to the Rescue by Barb Hahn for free. Oh, thank you, Pat.
Oh,
Excellent. I will check that out during the sprint. Carmen, hiya. I'm reading Gone for Gouda and Friday the Rabbi Slept Late. Excellent.
nice.
Oh, cool! Like I've got like one of the books in that series. I've seen it. It looks like a fun series.
Mm-hmm. Barb says, but Emily, I don't have to get up. I am drinking water. Good girl. Mother Goose, do you know she was a real person? Cat says that Emily, thanks, Emily. And Emily says to Barb, you still need to get up and move as best you can. You don't want a blood clot. Yep, that's why they forced me out of bed 2 days after major surgery. Get out of bed. No. Tiffany, are they your new glasses? Fancy.
I think. How'd you know, Barbara?
And I love this.
You like them? Are they too ostentatious?
Are they too a little in your face? Elton John and the Muppet Show are right up your alley, Tiffany. Love it.
I love the Muppet Show so
Me too.
much.
Me too. All right, so I think we will jump into a sprint, and I have a pretty thing here.
Yay!
Let's put us at a little Irish pub.
Ooh,
You don't have to
I
drink
like
if you
it.
don't want to. You can have some water. But happy reading, everybody. Top of the hour.
Somehow, and it'll turn that into a book somehow, and it'll mark off a spot on Melmac's Around the World channel.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm having a hard time with that one. Anyway, okay.
Happy reading.
Happy
reading.
reading.
So how did everybody do?
You're on mute, Tiffany.
Oh.
I've never done this before. Look, I'm new.
Yeah.
I watched YouTube and then I listened to a little bit of Gingerbread Danger.
Excellent.
Jethro's a naughty little pig.
No, what else is new?
Always.
How about you,
I
Tammy?
read a chapter in my Monica Ferris, and I read 3 in the Little Farm in the Ozarks.
Well done.
Nice. I got a chapter done in the Emma of 83rd Street, almost done with the one video, and ate my food, which was so delicious.
Excellent.
Nice.
But let me say, for 2 sandwiches, not big, just regular rye bread sandwiches, a little container of coleslaw, and 4 little slices of pickles, $40. I was like,
Oh my lord.
what? Yeah, apparently they're not open on Monday, so they opened on Monday and jacked up the prices.
Oh,
But we had
wow.
like already
Really
ordered.
jacked up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 2 sandwiches. I mean,
That's insane.
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's not even like you're getting these huge, like fat sandwiches or whatever like that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I mean, they were delicious, but not
Yeah, right? But not $40.
not $40.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of sandwiches, they opened a Jersey Mike's. Is
Oh.
that it? Jersey Mike's subs?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Garrett and I were like, we must try them. So we went last weekend. Not impressed.
No.
Soggy. Like the stuff that they like, we're not used to that, right?
Yeah.
Like that, like all the dressing or whatever.
Play.
I said I would get it again, but same thing. Like they were expensive. Like I just got the mini, and Garrett got the regular size, and it was like almost $30. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'll go to Subway for, It was nice to try, and I like that we're getting some stuff that you guys have down there, right? But
Right.
I wasn't super impressed. Let's put it that way. And I have 5 pages left on my book.
Ooh.
So I'll finish it next sprint.
We should have just extended the sprint at that point.
Nah, it's okay. I came to a good stopping point. So
Oh, okay, good.
let's see here. Emily says, I would sing and dance in my car all the time. Now I listen to a lot of NPR because my drive is 10-minute commute and I get there in time just to get the news. Yeah, absolutely. What was the channel again? Were you talking about the Jane Austen one, Emily? Because if you were, it's Mama Loves to Read Romance.
If you guys, even if you don't want to participate in the Jane Austen, I just want to say that Mama Loves to Read Romance is one of the most creative, hilarious people on BookTube. I mean, seriously, even if you don't read romance, she is hysterical to me.
And she's the sweetest person. Like her and I have been conversing quite a bit on Instagram, and she's just the nicest person, honestly. Just so sweet.
She's
So sweet.
So funny.
How'd you do, Storm? I think you're still on mute, sweetie. Oh, there you go.
Good. I almost got to my 15 chapters that I needed for the Trial by Fury. I'm in the middle of chapter 14. I almost got to 15.
Oh, okay.
And I was trying to upload a little reading vlog from today, and that's what took me a while to get back because my computer was being slow.
I feel you.
No need to explain. Okay, hello. Happy St. Patty's Day. Sarah, Tiffany, Tammy, Stormy, and Lee. Hope you are all well. Supper tonight with Shepherd's Pie and reading Outlander. Just got to part 4, chapter 24. Love that book. And yeah, that is doing the illustrations. Mama Loves to Read Romance. And she says, remember to hydrate, have a snack, check the laundry, take your meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. And Cajun says, when I was little, I used to act out songs on the radio out the back window for the cars. Bored-only children will find ways to entertain themselves.
Oh,
so right.
That's hilarious, Cajun. I love that so much.
Esther says, Storm, the good thing about being sick, lots of reading.
My grandfather, I'm so sorry. This is really quick. My grandfather used to, if we would be doing something at the dinner table, I don't know why, he would make you stand up and sing. which everybody else hated, but I loved. And he realized I would like start choreographing like songs to like have prepared. And then he stopped my punishment was I wasn't allowed to stand up. He'd be like, why does she have a routine made up? And I'm like, I'm a good ship lollipop. No. So
my father used to love to tell the story that when I was little, and because we've always listened to music in the car. Always, like especially my dad and I, music was our thing. But the whole family, we'd go on car trips and music would just be, right? And I would sit in the back seat and I would point to people and they would have to sing next. That was my dad used to love telling people that I would make sure that you had to sing next.
that's funny.
That's why when I can get tattooed again, my next one is going to be for my dad, and it's going to be lyrics to Brown Eyed Girl, because singing was our thing, right? So
that's sweet.
I used to sing really loud with my mom in the car to oldies songs like Beatles and all that kind of stuff. She'd be like, "Come on, I know you know the words to these." Yell them out in the car, and we're bebopping down the road and stuff.
Right.
Aww.
When I was a kid and my mom was not in the car with my dad and my brother and I, my dad would roll all the windows. We would all roll down the windows, and he would find some really loud music and he'd blast it as loud as he could, and we'd drive down the road. And we thought we were so cool with my dad.
Right? Always. Kate is saying hi to Christina. And she says, although my son may want to watch Grays now, so may do that as I am at a good stopping place. Very good. I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Donna says, don't know you had been ill, Stormy. So glad you're on the mend. Yes. And Kat says, yes, Stormy, that's a great idea for OSA.
Old school April, yeah.
There you go. Thank you. You people and your acronyms. I'm just kidding. Donna said, read quite a few of the Beaumont back in the 90s, as well as other books by Jance, and met Judy 2 or 3 times. All great experiences. Very cool.
Wow.
Well, I did see that the Joanne Brady series connects a couple of times with Beaumont. So now I'm like, I'll have to start that series too, because number 10 Joanne Brady is like number 16 Beaumont, and so I'm like, well, we're gonna have to be caught up with her by the time I get to that one, because
Oh, that's funny. Melmac, yes, if I post an eye roll, it's definitely for Tiffany. I can't imagine why.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't for me, see?
The gloves have come off. The glasses have come on. No.
The rain clouds, the rain.
I want a Mac computer literally for only that reason.
I want one that you can push a button and it goes boo.
Right?
Right? Exactly. She also would love to find some women to do buddy reading with. Y'all let me know. Hey, if there's something that you want to read, let us shout it out here. And I'm happy to start something in my Discord, or any of these other ladies I'm sure would do the same.
I would love to. My issue is I'm the worst buddy reader.
Same.
I basically just goes down to I read the book at the same time as you. I never know, I don't know. And then afterwards I'll be like, what'd you think? And we might discuss a little bit, but I'm like, was that really a buddy read? I don't know. I think I do it wrong.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah. I've been buddy reading for a couple years, and I still feel like I do it wrong. Like, she has to be the one to tell me how we're going to do it. Otherwise, me and Tammy buddy read, and we're like, let's just read it and talk about it after. And I'm like, I probably was such a bad buddy reader. So
everybody does it.
That's when Kayla was in the hospital, and I started the book late. It was all my fault. We kind of
Yeah.
Everybody buddy reads differently. Like when I buddy read with my friend Barb, we just read the book in the same month, and then we might say a few things about it or whatever it is. We don't really do this back and forth talk stuff. We just,
See, with Nadine and me, when we buddy read a book, by the end of the night, we have messaged each other, and usually it ends up in about 50 messages back and forth each day. So.
Go ahead.
Oh, my only thing is buddy reading with Stormy is we always pick awful books.
Yeah, you guys don't like any of the things.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But
We
oh,
are.
it reminds me though, the book you're reading, the Cinderella, that's the one that I was reading, but I didn't get finished with. You
Oh yeah.
have a cooler cover than mine. Mine's the one that had all the pictures all over it. Because isn't it
Oh,
the one about the
yeah,
aunt
yeah.
sending her on that epic vacation, and she really thinks highly of herself?
Well, and just the vacation.
Oh yeah, she's gonna go on 3 months of vacation.
Yeah, that's the one that I was reading, but I didn't get it finished in February, and I put it on hold. But yeah, I'm reading that one. But like the Beaumont one, that's like probably one of the first times that I've really been like, we'll read so many, like somebody will say, well, I'm going to read to here. And then we're like, okay, then we'll just read to there too. And then we'll talk a little bit about it and put little spoilers in there and everything in case you get ahead of each other or whatever and talk about it back and forth. So like, I think everybody reads a little bit different and everything. And I don't think I would be good for buddy reading an epic book, like a big long one, especially if I have to read it with my eyeballs, because I don't read very fast. But like little bitty ones, I'm okay for.
What was that? But when you were reading that big book with Nicole, but that was like little sections of the book.
Yeah, and we were doing little sections at a time, and that's the only way I could do a big book because I did have to eyeball read that one as well.
Yeah,
and yeah, we would do like a chapter a day, so it wasn't so bad.
Oh,
that worked.
sorry. I apologize. I'm sitting here and I glance over and I'm sorry if this skeezes anybody out. Missy had a dead mouse in her mouth.
Oh,
She brought it up here to the bedroom for me and just
She's
dropped
like,
it
look,
on.
Mom.
And I'm freaking out because this is not my job. This is Garrett's job. And I'm trying to figure out how to pick this thing up off the floor. Oh, I'm all grossed out now.
I used to have to get rid of those for my mother.
Oh.
She could kill them, but she wouldn't touch them.
Well, George was going crazy today downstairs. So clearly it was somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So now it's the cats 3, mice 0. Sorry about that. Yeah, she's just sitting there with it in her mouth, like all proud of herself.
Of course she is.
look, of course. Bobo, you can't just go over and get teas.
And Carmen says, "Yes, we're having so much fun with the JP Beaumont series. I'm in for reading the whole series. Excellent." Yeah. Kim says, "Muppet Show fan here as well. I shared a video today on Facebook with the Swedish chef Animal and Baker singing Danny Boy. It was hilarious.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
I have. Oh, sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
have to jump in with a comment about the Muppets because I gave quite a few of you such a bad time a couple weeks ago about having never read Rebecca. Okay, this can't be a deal breaker on friendships here. I have never seen an episode or a movie with the Muppets. Ever.
Wow.
I never
Very
have.
unpopular opinion. I hate the Muppets.
Really?
I think they're the stupidest things.
Really?
Well, they came after my time.
bringing out the big stuff.
Them and Fraggle Rock too. I thought they were stupid.
Yeah, I've never seen Fraggle Rock either.
I was never a huge Muppet person, but I don't mind
The
it, but I
TV
wasn't-
show? No.
Tiffany's gonna have the rain.
But no, like the TV show wasn't my thing. But the movies, like the old movies, I loved, like the ones that came out when we were kids, like the Muppets Take Manhattan, The Great Muppet Caper.
Never seen them.
And
They're
I suggest,
amazing.
Tammy, in all honesty, with your granddaughters, watch A Muppet's Christmas Carol at Christmas.
Okay.
I actually
I will do that next Christmas.
Yeah,
I just
Yes.
watched the Muppets Christmas Carol a couple years ago because I never had seen it, and I thought it was pretty decent.
it stays very true to the book.
The Muppets
The
movies
little
are
mouse
amazing.
or whatever he is or whatever he was.
The movies are fantastic, but the show is also amazing because the show just feels like what it would feel like.
It's
to
a variety
for
show.
psychedelic trip is what I think.
I
It's a
just like
variety
the
show.
2 old men, the grouchy old men. Up
Yes.
in the balcony. They were my favorite.
Yes.
I loved Sesame Street when I was a kid. I gotta say I did. I loved Snuffleupagus and I loved the little Yip Yips and I think all the Muppets and all the Fraggle Rock and stuff came after my time. So I've just never seen any of it. Never one.
I can forgive that. I'll get over it. But the I hate them really cut deep to the oh yeah. Everybody's allowed
Well,
to
I
not
feel
have.
like we're a little
according to
even now.
Muppets.
Where the people that haven't read Rebecca, I gave them a bad time a couple weeks ago, so it all works out.
I'm just teasing her.
And Lisa says, "Hi everyone, I am late joining. That's no, you're not. As I went to A&W, that opened up again for the summer tonight, and got us cheeseburgers and cheese curds. Going to get some reading done in Shiver by Juliana Victoria. Excellent. You
Nice.
see the
I'm
mouse
so
is
jealous.
gone.
I'm so jealous. Our A&W is gone.
Yeah,
We have
we
like
never had.
4 in the area.
it didn't last very long. The A&W that we had that was kind of close by it. It didn't last very long.
I thought most of them had closed actually. So
They're all here because I've got 4 within like swinging distance.
I never had one. I wish I did.
Now, we've got one in the mall, one up the street, one down by my brother's house. Oh yeah, they're
I
everywhere.
like them.
I like the root beer floats or the
Yeah.
root beer. That's about the only thing. Oops.
People who don't like Muppets don't get A&W.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You did a very good job, ma'am. I'm very proud of you, but stop sniffing the floor. The mouse is gone.
I'm just waiting for that one thing. There's got to be that one thing that like Lee absolutely loves that we'll all be like, oh, we don't like
Ew, what the hell is that? Yeah.
I mean, one or two of you, for example, I mean, oh damn, I can't think of her name. Gilmore Girls and all the things I love that Sarah hates.
I love Gilmore Girls.
A little
Can
good.
I also
Colleen
say
Hoover.
I've never seen an episode of Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I've
you.
never watched Gilmore Girls either. So there, yeah.
No, I'm trying to think of the name of the author that I like that Sarah hates.
Colleen Hoover.
Well,
Colleen Hoover, thank you. I just kept thinking, I couldn't think of it.
I saw an Instagram post the other day, and I thought of you because I was laughing. And the girl, she goes, "I don't judge books by their covers. I judge them by like the character names or the titles," she said. And then I was reading the comments, and somebody goes, "I judge a book by the author, especially if it's Colleen Hoover. It goes out the window." I said, "Yes."
There you go.
Lisa says to Michelle, "I'd love to do a buddy read with you." See, there you go.
Nice.
Kay says, "Hi." Okay, here we go. Her roundup. "Hi, Pat, Emily, Esther, Mary Jo, Annie, Barbara, Nadine, Cajun, Cav, Anita, Amy, Kim, Tona, Kat, Sona, Melmac, Rena, Daniela, Michelle, all the lurkers, and everyone I missed." You're so good at that, Christina. And Lisa says hi to her. And Kim says that Cajun, "I read on long car rides and use the headlight of the cars behind me to read when it got dark." Yes, you'd wait for the street light.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll hold it up
Yeah.
and like get the cars. Yeah.
Actually, I got this for my birthday from Amazon. From my husband got it for me. It's a little reading light that I can attach to my book, and then
nice.
it gives me like so I can turn the lights off in the room at night if I'm reading an actual book. My husband knows me so well. And Barb says, "Okay, sister is almost here. Wish me luck. Good luck, Barb."
Yeah.
And Cajun says to Kim, "I couldn't read in the car for years and years. I would get motion sick. I guess I grew out of it as I can now." Awesome.
I had to read in the car so that I didn't pay attention to what was going on, so I didn't get car sick.
Ah, okay. Nia says, "Tiffany, do you like Murder Uncorked?"
Is that by Kate Lansing or Maddie Day? It's a wine. Let me look.
That's the second time I've seen that comment with the, well, not that comment, but Murder Uncorked. And both times, because I can't see the comments well, it looks like Murder Uncooked.
That's what I thought. So like, does she like it uncooked? And I'm
I'm like, I have to look close.
right?
So is it the first in the CC Barton series by Maddie Day? I didn't care for it. I like wine cozy mysteries, but there was just, I think the main character really rubbed me wrong, and then there was something that she kept doing that I thought was repetitive, and I didn't like it, and so it was just like, okay. And I actually, I think I finished it though, but I wasn't a big fan. I like her country store series, but this one didn't work for me.
She says it's by Maddie Day is the
Yeah.
one that she's talking about. Is that
Yeah,
the
the
one?
CC Barton. Yeah.
Oh, your mug is even green, Tiffany. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I came prepared.
She's like, theme.
I was gonna say this is a theme today. What do you expect?
Right? True enough. True enough.
Listen, I love
Any excuse.
anything. Anything, anytime you can have a theme for anything, I am there for it.
I sent a reel to Fiona this morning, and it was this Scottish woman sitting at a pub, and she's drinking a pint of Guinness, and she says, celebrating St. Patrick's Day by having a drink at the bar and having fun. Or at the pub, she says, we in Scotland call that a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Fiona wrote back, she says, I love that. Kat saying hi to Christina. Debbie, hi all. I've been reading The Fall Risk by Abby Ramirez. It's a novella, and I have really enjoyed it. It was one of the Kindle first reads for February. Oh, fantastic. Glad
Did you find it?
Kim says to Cajun, I've never had a problem with reading in the car. One half of the floorboard in the back seat was packed with books.
Wow.
Hi to Kay. Kim, didn't read. I'm addicted to Monopoly Go. Yep, that's a thing.
Yeah, I was pretty addicted to that when I had it on my phone for a while. I took it off.
Yeah, because it just gets to be.
Yeah.
Amy says, did some Pango browsing and some reading. Well,
Nice.
all reading related. Ambi, hi from my creative corner of creation. Welcome, Ambi. And PK says, hello, ladies and chatters. Making egg roll soup for the week with good jasmine rice or mifa noodles. Trying to figure out what Steve wants for dinner tonight, either crocheting or self-studying. That sounds fantastic. Ambi says, happy St. Patrick's Day. PK, and happy St. Patrick's Day, my favorite holiday of the year.
Oh, nice.
Mary Jo got to page 92 of 356. Lisa says, I didn't put Monopoly Go on my new phone for that reason.
Hi, whoa, come on.
And Annie says, okay, finish that one now. What to read next? I'm thinking Dark Curse by Christine Feehan.
Which one?
In case says, love the accessories, Tiffany.
Thank you.
She says, I read nearly 2 chapters. Fantastic. It says, got to 32%. 2 pages left to finish this chapter. The first chapter of David Copperfield. So there you go. Excellent.
Very nice.
Carmen got to 25%. Lisa got 44% of Shiver. I got distracted by setting up my YouTube channel page. Yay!
Lisa, how exciting.
Do share. Michelle says, I'm still working on One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. Ooh, are you enjoying it? I have that one somewhere on the list on my TBR, but it's there. I own a copy of it. Let's put it that way. PK says, it's my mom's favorite too. She's 88. She gets Meals on Wheels, but I had a Reuben sandwich delivered to her. She was gobsmacked. Oh, that's so sweet.
PK.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Cajun got 52%. Emily, page 22 of 882. Oh, she's back to her big books.
Yes.
Kat says, I'm eating dinner, fried turkey wing and green beans with almonds.
That sounds good.
Excellent. Kim says to Lisa, I just started playing this weekend. And Annie got to 14%. Ambi says, Subway is better for the sub discussion. Hello to Stormy. Hey, Storm, nice to see you. Yeah, I guess you had just popped back.
Yeah.
Emily says, also, Sarah, you'll be happy to know that I am underlining in pen and tabbing my book. Yes, I'm ecstatic to know that you're doing that.
I know yesterday I was like, oh, I'm so with Sarah on this. I wish I was on there.
Oh, God. But exactly what you said. Like, I would read like 1 book a month.
I would.
You know, like.
Kairu.
Kim says, my daddy started every trip belting out Willie Nelson's On the Road Again.
Well, I do the same thing to the point where I get in the car and April's like, just do it. Just sing it. Just get it out.
Just get it done and over with. Yeah.
How is April?
She got rushed to the emergency room on Friday. She got back out on Saturday. She has a cyst quite big on both ovaries, and she had an inflamed intestine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So,
What do they do for a inflamed intestine?
shit, they give
I guess
morphine.
medicine?
Morphine to get rid of it. They had like IV'd her up like with like 3 huge bags of saline,
Lord.
and she has to follow up with both of her doctors.
Oh my
So
god.
Friday night, I very, very uncomfortably slept in a hospital chair, and then brought her home the next day. On Sunday, did she think she could go for a light walk at the gym? Of course she did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course she did, but she didn't go. So
Good lord.
yeah, so that was the thing. But other than she says she's feeling better. So
Oh,
Well, I'm glad that
she's
she
better.
got out, but that's really scary and probably painful.
yeah, she was sitting there at work, and she didn't even want to ask her boss.
Hi, Presley.
And I was like, April, tell him right now. And so she
Oh,
was like,
Presley.
I need an ambulance called for me. Now, when the chief of police calls for ambulance, you know you're getting it. She immediately got in and like all that. So I was happy that at least but she wasn't going to say anything. She was just going to sit in pain.
Good Lord. You don't need to be here.
Yeah. Ooh.
First, I have to pick up a mouse, then I get sneezed on. I'm not having a good night, Presley. Oh, you're disgusting. Anyway. Melmac has a umbrella for Tiffany's. Lady C. I remember me and my best friend buddy reading. That was good times. Yeah, buddy reading is fun. I'm just suck at it. That's my problem.
That means
says to Lisa, I would love to. And hello to Christina. Melmac says, when I was hosting buddy reads, whether I participate or not, I just created the Discord thread, and whoever participated just read at their leisure during the month, and the discussion ensued. Yeah, that's what I did for Rebecca, basically. So, Stormy, we are doing our buddy reads wrong. We hardly talk about them.
No, we're doing our buddy reads just like me and my friend Barb do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not good with buddy reads.
Well, and it's like I told her, I'm like, well, I finished Harry Bosch. So I'm like, she's like, well, I'm still reading it. I haven't. That's the extent of our buddy read. So.
There you go. Cajun says, I used to buddy read with my daddy. Of course, I didn't call it that. We just read and called each other. Oh, I miss that. That is so sweet.
Oh, that is so nice. I saw she was talking about her dad really liked the Misfortune series. I'm like, that's so awesome that your dad read cozies.
Yeah, well, my dad read the Jan Ivanovich.
I wish my dad liked to read, but I can't even get him to read like a comic book. So
Dad and I read one book. Like I read it, and then I said, "You got to read this book." And he was like, "I loved it." And he's like, "Yeah, it was okay." And I'm like, "No, I think that was the last book."
Dad just had to have these like Louis L'Amour books one time. He's like, I think I'll try to read those. All they did was sit in his room and collect dust.
Mm-hmm.
He never even like opened them, cracked them open. He can't do it. He's like, I can't. He'll try reading like a paragraph, and then he'll end up having to read the paragraph over again, and then he just.
I love Tammy that you have a whole family full of readers and in-laws full of readers. I love that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that's like the big thing I miss about Mom is she was the reader in the family. So.
Yep. Michelle says, Sarah, you never read any Sweet Valley High or Nancy Drew, but I own lots. Maybe you could choose one to buddy read with. You choose one and let me know what you want, especially if it's a Nancy Drew. I think Sweet Valley High, you need to kind of start at the beginning because it is operatic, like soap opera sort of, right? Whereas Nancy Drew, I feel like you can just pick up any one and read it. So pick a Nancy Drew and we can definitely buddy read it. I'm more than happy to do that. Milmac says, I plan on initiating more buddy reads next year, possibly later, focusing more on playing catch up this year. So I don't want to commit for sure, but seriously considering next year, that's excellent.
Nice.
Okay, so for the Nancy Drew people and everything, does she ever get in any kind of danger, like in her books, or is it like
the Nancy Drews are much tamer than the Hardy Boys?
Okay.
And I just finished a Hardy Boys this last week, and I was talking about it in my video this morning, but I had to laugh because Joe had been kidnapped, and Frank and Chet were in the car chasing the car with the people that had kidnapped him, and their car sputtered and died out, and they jumped out, and Chet said, "What's wrong with the car?" And Frank opened the hood and he said, "Oh, it looks like the fuel pump went out." And I kind of thought it was going out, so I bought a fuel pump and it's in my trunk. So they opened the trunk, and within minutes they had the fuel pump changed and they were on their way again. And a couple chapters later, the FBI was calling the boys to see if they'd help. And I just had to laugh because Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys are so different from each other.
I read 3 Hardy Boys and only 1 Nancy Drew, but I love the Hardy Boys, but I'm like they're always in danger.
Yeah. But you're talking about the old Yellow Spine Nancy Drew. Now, if you look at the Nancy Drew that I'm reading from the 80s, Nancy Drew shoots a gun. She gets into a car accident. She was kidnapped and almost drowned. She gets on a Burning Boat. Like that's where you're going to get the
I
action.
will eventually get
Also,
those.
1980s.
the ones with the crossover were.
Love those.
I did
Yes.
too. Lee. I'm with Lee on this one. I really liked the crossover, probably
were
more
my
than both of
favorites.
them separately. And I love Nancy Drew, but there was
Yeah.
something about the crossover that just made it so
My
interesting.
Yeah.
used bookstore had some of like the Hardy Boys case file books.
Those are the 80s, 1980s
And,
ones.
and I was like, I want that, but I don't want to pay $10.
Right.
Lord. No.
Because they're like, oh, you know, some of those things like, oh, they're Hardy Boys and they're, you know, and stuff. And I'm like,
No, that was super exciting to me back then. I'm like, wait, Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, they're going to
Exactly,
team up, like,
I
you
know,
know.
right?
Yep. Agreed.
And you're
Well,
going
I'm reading the older Nancy Drews and the older Hardy Boys, and the older books with the Nancy Drew. She's just perfect at everything.
oh, she
Somebody's
is.
got to dance the tango. She knows how to do it, and she's great. Somebody
that
needs
doesn't
to go,
change.
you know, whatever. She's perfect at everything, and I just think, wow, she really knows how to do everything. But then you got the Hardy Boys that can change a fuel pump in a couple of minutes. So I don't know.
And be back on the chase.
But to that point, Tammy, it's exactly the same in the 1980s books because I think it's the third book when she's in Florida, she's like, well, it's a good thing I learned how to sail a boat. And I'm like, you know, like,
as one does as a teenager.
you know,
Right.
Yeah, Nancy Drew knows how to do everything.
everything.
She's like
Because
the
this is like
MacGyver.
my first time reading either one of them and stuff. So I'm just
They are fun and charming if you take
They
them for
are.
what they are and don't take them too seriously, right?
and
Or-
like, I was always more of like a tomboy, so I think I just get on with like the Hardy Boys ones a little bit better than Nancy Drew. But I've only read one Nancy Drew, so I mean I can't.
and
I was
do love
talking with my
Vanessa.
parents this morning, and my dad said, well, you're just not a boy, because boys like that. And I just had to laugh. And he went and actually put a couple of books on Libby for my mom to listen to of the Hardy Boys or Nancy Drew or something. So
And the Hardy Boys, that's why I've been listening to them. And the guy that does
lovely.
it, I really like the guy that narrates them.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I just looked at the time, but I think we're just going to run through the comments and then, so we won't do a second sprint. I'm loving chatting if you guys are okay with that.
I love
You are
that.
the captain of the ship, my friend.
I can read any old time. Lisa says, oh gosh, my sister's dog brought a dead mouse to the patio door last week and I freaked out. That is not my job as well. And my first thought was, where's Garrett? And I'm like, no, years ago when Bernard was still alive, I didn't realize this. I was sleeping. I think I've told some of you this before. And he came into the room in the middle of the night and he threw something on the bed. And I thought it was a toy. And I, with the blanket, flicked the blanket to get this thing, this toy. And off he went. And I went back to sleep. And I woke up the next morning and the mouse is in the middle of the bedroom floor, the dead mouse. And I'm like, he threw it in the bed on me. And I'm like, oh, to this day, I just think, oh, God. Please don't do that.
We
I
used to
heard
have a
that-
dog that would dig for moles and bring the mole to us. Like look what I got. And I'm like, that's nice. Now put it down and go somewhere else. Cause
Yeah, pretty much. And Kay says, oh, good kitty. I hate it when ours does that. She likes to leave them on the front of my door, my bathroom, or on my laptop, but you can't be mad. You have to tell them, good hunter, good kitty. Exactly. Oh, I wasn't mad. I just wish she could have put it downstairs so Garrett could have dealt with it.
waited till Garrett got home to get the mouse.
Yeah, no, I was not leaving it in the middle of my bedroom floor until he got home. Pat says, going to tell you all good night. Meds are working. Happy reading and take care. Feel better soon, Pat.
Hey, Pat. Hope you feel better.
Cajun says, but you know, it's sweet Missy wanted to share it with you. Yes, she's such a good girl. And watch, she'll come up later and want to give me kisses.
And you're like, no, I know where your mouth is.
No, I know where your mouth has been. Melmac says to Kay, hello. Yeah, okay. Next time, give it to Dad. Exactly. Mary Jo says, I was told I was born when the Muppets are on. Oh, that's fun. PK faints from shock at Tammy and Lee's revelations.
Right?
Tammy never watched the Muppets. See, me not watching certain movies is not a weird thing now, people.
You know, everybody's gonna have like their assignments. You like for Christmas, Tammy's gonna watch the Muppet Christmas Carol.
There you go.
Our
I will
local.
watch it with the girls at Christmas.
No, I because I really think because again it's literature. I mean, but it's fun. right?
Yeah.
Because you've got Gonzo and Rizzo and the whole.
And I think
Michael
because
Caine.
it is the Christmas Carol, it's like something you would.
It's something you already know,
You're
right?
familiar
Like it's
with, yeah.
a story you're familiar with, right? But yeah, what was I gonna say? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, they're showing somewhere in our community. I think it's at the community center. Is showing the Goonies for the 40th anniversary. Like, and Garrett looked at me in the car. He goes, "Oh look, you can see it for the first time."
You've never watched the Goonies?
I've never seen the Goonies.
See, we all have our
That's
we all
why
have our assignments.
The list of movies I've never seen is a gazillion miles long. My aunt will call me. She's like, "Did you see this?" Oh no, she goes, and then she'll stop. She goes, "No, you don't watch movies." I'm like, "No, I don't watch movies." Emily says, "Hating the Muppets is fighting words. The Muppet movie, The Christmas Carol."
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Nomac says, "Lee hates the
Oh,
Muppets."
she's crying. You
Crying
made
face.
No, Mac.
And Tammy.
We might not be invited back, Lee.
Yeah, I'll see you next Monday.
I'm okay with it, but I can't make any promises for Tiffany. You might be blacklisted by on Tiffany's channel.
I might be, yeah.
My hate journal.
Yeah. Or hit list.
The funniest part about that is I actually don't if I ever kept a journal. That would be because
The
I
hate journal.
any kind of journal. I'm the
You
most
can't even
unjournalized
keep one
person
about
in the
books, let alone
world.
about one people she hates. So
Right.
I think Sheldon from Big Bang had that, like a death list or something like that he kept.
Yeah. Kay says, "I love the Fraggles. I have the whole series on DVD, but do not have a player anymore." Oh no.
I know that's the thing with DVDs. We collected them all, and
Now, yeah, exactly. Cajun. Okay. Lee, I'm with you on Rebecca. Yeah, she did not like Rebecca. But do not declaim the Muppets, madam.
That's why I never bring it up.
Amby says, "I have never seen the movies, but I've seen the TV show and the Muppet Babies." Okay, Muppet Babies kind of drove me a little crazy.
oh, I love
I
the
didn't
Muppet
like that one.
Babies.
And
I
Fraggle
loved
Rock.
the Muppet Babies and Fraggle Rock.
Kim says, "I grew up on Sesame Street, so I love the Muppets." I love Sesame Street. It was
you can
great.
always tell if I've not watched something that that you guys talking about because I'm just like,
Stay quiet.
Be
Yep.
quiet. Yeah, exactly. Annie says, "I like the Muppets on Sesame Street, but the show had adult humor, which I thought was weird coming from Muppets. But the Muppet Show was created for adults.
yeah.
That's why they had adult. It was an adult variety show, right? Was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought so.
Singing and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Jo says, "I love the Muppets and Sesame Street. I grew up with them. I love me some I always love Fozzie Bear, and I loved Beaker too, Cajun." Mel Mac, "I can't with you people. I have to go." Just Presley, relax. Esther Jane says, "I only like Elmo. I still have a Tickle Me Elmo in the box." Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, I loved them all, but I think Animal. I was
Oh, Garrett's got Animal t-shirts because he plays drums, right? So he's all about Animal.
I just liked him because he was always the most wild.
He was crazy. I always liked Grover. Grover was my favorite.
Yeah.
Especially when he was Super Grover. PK, are you going to sneeze on me again?
What?
PK says, "I worked for Sesame Street for a week in 1991 when they came to Montana to film a series of episodes." And then she's got a Cookie Monster emoji. That is awesome, PK.
Cookie Monster?
I know. Did you get
I
his
didn't know
autograph?
there was a Cookie Monster emoji. I'm all excited
now
about
I'm
that.
extra excited. No, I think it's a fish. I think it just looks like a Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see it.
I'm going to
so.
call it a Cookie Monster. Kat says, "A Muppets Christmas Carol is amazing with Michael Caine as Scrooge. My dad, my hubby, and I went to see it at our local theater in December. It was my dad's first time seeing it. Oh, in theater as well. How delightful.
So cool.
I'd love to be able to see it in
Oh,
theater."
that's cool.
And he says, "I have a Kermit ornament with him singing Rainbow Connection. Love that song.
Love that.
My best friend's first dance at her wedding with her father was to a Rainbow Connection." Angel says, "I have Long John Silver's and A&W. Long John Silver's we do not have up here." Kim says, "I'm with you, PK." Amby says, "Love Gilmore Girls," and so does Lisa. And Kat says, any fans of Captain Kangaroo? That's what I watched as a kid. I think I've seen a few of them.
I loved Captain Kangaroo when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Romper Room.
Oh,
I did
absolutely,
love
Romper
Romper
Room.
Room.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
I did not. I don't remember.
See, I
Romper.
don't remember Romper Room, but I remember Captain Kangaroo. And
Emily says, I love Lorelai Gilmore. Rory is awful.
I think the thing with like Gilmore Girls, the reason I didn't watch it either, it didn't come on. It came on a channel that we didn't get, or
That
it
could
was
be,
on
yeah.
during the same time as something else that I watched. Because we only like growing up, we only had like the 3 main channels. We didn't have all that other stuff.
That,
So that's
that
like
plays
only
a
like
big
the
part.
extra roles
Yeah.
when they were on like
Yeah.
the Fox channel, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got to watch it because we didn't have that channel.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Mike says, I can't read in a moving car either. I get motion sickness.
Mm.
And Emily says, I miss Long John Silver's.
We have a Long John Silver's, but I'm just not a huge fan. But Dad likes to eat there.
I like it.
And I usually get like a Baja Tacos when we get there.
There's fireworks going off for St. Patrick's Day. Are we being serious right now?
Anytime an excuse to get off the fireworks.
It's true. And it feels like it
You
nowadays.
can't see anything anyway. It was raining all day. Why?
I know.
Drink green beer and set off fireworks.
Yeah, there's a good combo right there, right?
Yeah.
Cajun the Cat. Yes, I loved Captain Kangaroo. And he says, Kim, I'm addicted to the Monopoly Go as well. Kim says, love Captain Kangaroo. Watched it every day with my granny. Oh, that's lovely.
That's sweet.
Melmac says, I used to get motion sickness by playing Mario Kart too, but I loved it so much I played it anyway. I just had to take breaks until I didn't feel sick anymore. Then I'd start playing again.
That's funny.
Pace yourself.
That's kids. Ambi says, I never knew A&W was anything more than a drink until I heard Sarah say something about it on a live once. Yeah. Because actually, the A&W Bear visited us at Sick Kids Hospital when I was in for my last surgery when I was like 5. Yeah. And they brought in pencil, like coloring books and crayons. That's some core memory. That's one core memory I have from the hospital. Weird. Clearly, it was a promotional thing. Nita says, got to 10%.
Nice.
Valerie, hi everyone, just joining in. I think I'll read Rebecca tonight. Started it earlier this month. I would like to get it finished this month. Excellent. And yeah, this is by Maddie Day. Wonder if I can. To Anita, wonder if I can find you. Melmac says, amusement park and theme park rides that are simulation make me sick too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. At Kim, send me your friend code on Monopoly Go. It's under your friend section in the game. Oh, there we go. Now we've got people connecting on Monopoly Go. Cajun, okay, this is just spooky. My Hold On Murder Uncorked just came in now. Oh, that's cool.
Yep, looks like Murder Uncooked again to me.
Right? I think that's how I said it too. Abby says, has anyone ever seen the Disney Channel TV show So Weird? It came out in 99, 2001. I would have been in college.
Yeah.
So no.
We didn't get the Disney Channel either, so.
I didn't either, but yeah, I wouldn't watch.
At Kim, are you on the Killing Time with the Cozies Discord? Lisa says, I watched that show to Ambi. Oh, there you go. Ambi says, it's not a Tiffany show at all. I loved it as a kid. It's on Disney Plus. He said, I have to watch it again. I love that show.
On Disney? It's not a Tiffany show?
There's a lot of stuff on Disney that would not be a Tiffany show.
Really?
So
Oh, yeah.
weird, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dark side of Disney, Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dark side of Disney.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I am.
The Muppets and
The Dark Muppets. The dark underbelly of the Muppets.
Mr. Boogedy. That would be a Tiffany one.
Right?
I used to love that show whenever I was growing up. I don't know why. It always got my funny bone. And I like watched it off of Disney. Yeah. And I was like, this movie is really dumb.
I don't know that one either.
I was watching or reading something last week, and they talked about that movie Romeo plus Juliet. Remember that one that came out when we were all in, well, most of us were in high school? And I'm like, I had the urge to suddenly watch it again. So my brother had it downloaded. So I put it on. I watched the first 10 minutes. I went, what is this? I can't pay attention to it. But it was like just so discombobulating. Like it moves so quickly, and it's like the colors and the lights. And I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm too old to watch this movie now.
I ruined a lot of old shows that when streaming services first started, I looked up like all the old shows I loved as a kid, and I'm like, wow, the Never Ending Story is really bad. But when I was 6, I thought it was pretty awesome. But I went back. I ruined a lot of childhood shows.
Rewatching Labyrinth as an adult is weird. Like that is.
I still liked that one though.
I still like it, but it's weird.
Yeah.
PK says, Kim says she just started playing this weekend. Everyone note the date when she stopped reading and got addicted. Amy said, sorry. Barb says, well, that was quick. Kim says, PK, I'm still reading. I stop when I get to a set amount of money.
There you go.
Hermione, hi everyone. I'm still currently reading 3 Wicked Bears by Cassie Blair on Kindle. Excellent.
All I can think of is they'll be friends on Monopoly to go until one steals all the other one's money.
That's right. He has to declare bankruptcy or something.
Hermione, how are you feeling?
Yes. Melmac says to Kay, I have the entire Fragment Rock series on DVD too. Cajun says, my daddy called me one time all irate. He was reading one of the embroidery books by Monica Ferris, and he was like, I do not like Gaudy's boyfriend. He can so much, she can do so much better than him.
That was in my last Monica Ferris book that I read. That little story right there.
That is so sweet. Remember, I set my Goodreads goal to 30 because of everything that has happened. I am not reading as much as I have to be okay with it. No, that makes sense, Barb. 100%.
30 books is a ton of books, Barb. That's amazing.
But Barb, you sound like me. Like when you're sick, like for me, I mean, I was 3 months in hospital. I could have read 200 books, and I barely read any.
And Barb reads some big ones too. So
Barb reads some chunkers. Like she's reading the Outlander series and stuff like that too. Yep.
So.
Well, I had that first 2 or 3 weeks when I broke my ankle and my knee, and I thought, I'll get a lot of reading done. I didn't.
You just don't feel like it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Your mind's elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's like when and it's also like when people are like, well, I'm going to read when I'm on the plane and do all that stuff. Yeah, I never have hardly ever read when I'm on the
through your phone, like.
Well, because usually, I mean, whenever you're on those flights, they're early in the morning or late at night. You never get a really great flight usually. So you're like, you're not reading, and you can't sleep. And if it's a long flight too, I can't sleep on a plane either. So I'm like all droopy eyed and stuff. And it's like, there's no reading being done on this plane.
Now, did you catch the Mises or did George catch the Mises? And you just showed it to me.
She's like, I'm not telling because I want to be like, look, I got a mouse.
I texted Garrett. He texted me back and said, George 2, Missy 1, Mice 0. Sarah, Nancy Drew, it is. I'll look around and see which ones I have and get back to you. Yay, excellent. And he says Nancy Drew seems to get knocked unconscious in just about every book. Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch books now. I'm going to listen to Small Favor by Jim Butcher now. Excellent.
I still need to get to that one. We're buddy reading that one, see?
Kim says, Stormy, Nancy Drew does get in danger, but never as much as the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
I guess maybe they thought back then that, like, a woman in danger, you know what I mean? Like, it was more, right? Like, I don't know. Kat says, book 6 is my next Nancy Drew, and every mystery she experiences more and more danger. I love reading them.
Okay.
Breezy Ann, hello. I read every Nancy Drew as a kid and just adored them. I read the older ones, but I also read the case files and the super mysteries with the Hardy Boys. Still have some of those in paperback. Oh, That's awesome. Away from that. Thank you. Sorry. Abby, oh my God. And then Goonies are forever. Hold on one sec. I got to deal with something.
I think every time she mentions she's never watched the Goonies, she gets somebody in the
I basically do that to bait people. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what it is, because she's of the perfect generation. When we were,
I am of the Goonies generation.
Yes, when Cobra Kai first came out on Netflix or whatever, there was one of the kids at work, but he's a kid, so everybody was like, "Oh, you never saw the first Karate Kid?" I'm like, he wasn't born till like 20 years later. Of course you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But if it's like you're the kid of that generation, then yeah, you should have seen it.
Yeah, I should have. And I say that I didn't, but I probably did, but I don't remember. I don't have the nostalgia for it that people have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was never like I'm sure I've seen E.T. and I'm sure I've seen, but I just don't hold the nostalgia like people do.
Speaking of Karate Kid, did you see they're making a new movie?
I did see
No,
that.
This
Yeah.
nut needs
I
to
did
stop.
not.
Yeah, it's gonna have like I think Jackie Chan from like the newer Karate Kids and
Ralph
Ralph
Macchio.
Macchio from the older Karate Kid are gonna be
Okay.
in it together. It looked like it could be good. I don't know.
I never saw the Jackie Chan one, so I would probably
Oh, really?
like.
It's not
No.
bad for like a remake one because I think it was just different enough to not.
Well, at this point, Ralph Macchio could play Mr. Miyagi.
Well, they said at this point he's older than Pat Morita was when he
Really?
played.
He's 60
Wow.
years old and still looks like he's 40.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Crazy. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I know.
I loved that first Karate Kid, I gotta say.
Never
This is
seen
a
the
little off topic, but
Oh, you're fine.
Rob, the Karate Kid. I can't remember his last name.
Ralph Macchio.
How much volunteering he did during the California wildfires.
Oh, I believe it.
He like stayed, refused to evacuate. He was helping move cars. I mean, I was shocked.
He
I
always
was-
just seems like he was a good guy like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Him and like, I think James Wood did a lot of stuff too.
Mm.
These cats are gonna drive me insane. Breezy, never seen the Goonies. I cannot imagine growing up not loving Mikey and the gang.
I agree.
Never seen Fraggle Rock. And I've never seen the Goonies either. I've saying Go Blackhawks doesn't get me Tiffany Banning. Nothing will.
Haley, did you ever watch Dark Crystal? Did you
No.
like that?
Excuse
I
me,
don't even know what that is.
Who said that?
It's like kind of a Muppety type movie too. But I was just wondering because it was more of
The movie name rings a bell.
it was more of a fantasy type movie.
No, I never even heard of that. Or if I did, I don't know that. 82. Okay, got it. The logo looks familiar, but it could just be on like a bunch of like that font was something of the time. I don't know this one, but it does look like it's on Netflix.
Yeah, and they like remade it or something, so you have to make sure like the Netflix one is not the newer one because
Gotcha. Okay.
I remember seeing like Flight of the Navigator, and
I liked that one. Yeah.
oh, what was it? Johnny Five.
Short Circuit. I love.
I like Short Circuit. That one was cute.
Johnny Five is alive.
I always the pancake part still lumpy.
That's funny, Lisa. My dog tells me when it's time for bed too.
No disassemble.
It's time to get ready for bed. And Bree says, "I love the Muppet Babies and Fraggle Rock." Crafty Annie, I have every season of Fraggle Rock on DVD. Amy, I love Emirate Otter's Jug Band Christmas, but my own kids did not like it and rolled their eyes at me every Christmas. Kay says, I could see Animal being your fave, Tiffany. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and Carmen says, I married Animal. That's adorable.
I love that, Carmen.
Oh, and Bree says, Gonzo was my favorite Muppet as a kid. Grover and Gonzo were my boys. I also adored Gonzo.
Yeah.
And Kay says, like Captain Kangaroo as well. And Kim says, I love Grover and Fozzie Bear. I had a friend who talked to me as the Swedish chef when I was upset over some stupid boy.
That is amazing.
Well, my husband is affectionately nicknamed, oh, it's not a Muppet now that I'm saying it. Oh, what is it from Eeyore, from Pooh Bear?
Oh,
Hi, guys. Gilmore Girls was on the WB, yeah. Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Mr. Green Jean.
Amy says, and it was on in the early 2000s, yes. Melmac, I used to watch Captain Kangaroo and The Rainbow Room, and Mr. Dressup was Canadian, and he lived a few streets over from me. And, of course, Sesame Street and The Muppets. Casey and Finnegan from Mr. Dressup. Carmen, and speaking of Captain Kangaroo, Captain Crunch. Delightful.
Captain Crunch, it's like my favorite cereal.
I love Captain Crunch.
It's delicious.
It was my favorite when I was a kid.
It says,
And I like all
that.
the like blueberry what the
I
ad-
love it, except for it hurts the roof of my mouth.
Oh,
Yes,
yes, it's
it does.
crunchy. Like, yeah.
Yep. Breezy says, we'll still have an A&W in my town.
Nice.
And Cajun says, the Electric Company and the New Zoo Review.
Yes.
Crafty said, I guess I'm old enough to remember all of these shows and then some. Clarabelle the Clown, anyone? Question mark.
No, but I guarantee I wouldn't have watched something that was named The Clown.
Yeah, me neither.
And the Clown. So.
You and me both. Amy says, I'm too young for Captain Kangaroo and Romper Room. Angel says, yes, I was in high school. So Weird was on. I still watched it. Yes. I still like it, but you're right. Labyrinth is weird. It always has been weird. Yes, it was a weird. And the Neverending Story was so depressing.
I love it. So Annie, it's Annie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't like when I watched it, I was like, it was so bad. Like you can literally see the wires holding the dog. I mean, I'm just saying, like it was bad.
Yeah.
I didn't, as a kid, it was magical.
Yep.
And it wasn't even that it was like the story was bad anymore, but like the actual technicality of this movie that was filmed in what year? The early 80s or maybe late 70s, I'm not sure, was really bad.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, they used to tape, like my parents used to tape stuff off the TV and VHS so we could rewatch it later. Yeah. And there was a Japanese, this was years and years and years before The Little Mermaid came out by Disney, but it was a Japanese, not almost like an anime version of The Little Mermaid, but they were like, there was no shells, right? So that was like, you're seeing everything. And it was a Little Mermaid story where she dies at the end. Like it wasn't Disney-fied. Right? But I love that story. And I thought it was a great, like as a kid, I thought it was a great movie, right? And then when The Little Mermaid came out, I got so excited. And I saw it in theater. And I remember thinking they ruined it. She doesn't die at the end. And I walked out of the theater upset that she didn't die. I'm like, this is the real story.
That's not how it goes.
And then that's when I learned that Disney changes the endings to these fairy tales to make them right,
kid friendly.
I think the original Friends, like Little Mermaid was, well, all the original ones are very dark,
very dark. Yeah,
right.
The Neverending Story. I had a crush on. Was it Adenu? I can't remember that character's name.
Atreyu.
Yes, Atreyu. Thank you. Well done, Storm. The part where the horse drowns just breaks me. I can't. That movie,
and that's why a lot of people won't watch it, is because of the horse scene. They're like,
trauma. Kim says, I thought I read a lot when I was in rehab. Hardly anything. Yep. Kay says, thanks for hosting, Sarah, Tiffany, Tammy, Stormy, and Lee. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your IDA. Irish Heritage Day is what my son calls it. Sleep sweet with dancing shamrock dreams. Oh, that's delightful.
Nice.
We're almost on the comments, guys. Mary Jo, it's like when my mom had knee surgery. I brought my book, thought I'd get a lot of reading done that day, only read a few pages. To be honest, my dad and one of my brothers was there. So distracting.
Well, it's like when Dad was in the hospital for his pneumonia. I thought, well, I'll read while I'm sitting there, and I never read anything.
Nope. It says, love the Goonies. I think about it every time I watch Lord of the Rings. Crafty Annie says, oh, you're going to love Small Favors. I have read the entire series 30 times, and it just started the series over. Excellent.
Wow.
And Kay says, and one more time before I go, remember to hydrate, have a snack, check the laundry, take your meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. She's so delightful. Thank you, Kay, or Christina.
Absolutely.
The Jackie Chan was pretty good, Lee.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check it out.
Mary Jo says, Ralph Macchio never seems to age.
He does.
True.
Kim says, Steve Guttenberg was helping during the fires as well. Oh,
I love Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
It says, love the Dark Crystal movie, but have not watched the show that came out on Netflix. Ambi says, there was a movie from the 80s where the kid goes missing and then comes back and is the same age as his little brother and was now his older brother, and he gets sent to a government facility.
Oh, sounds very familiar.
Ringing a bell.
I just want to say it was not to say that maybe he helped during the fires, but I was thinking of Steve Guttenberg the entire time that I said that. The guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's who I was thinking of.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis is like,
oh.
Yeah.
Steve Guttenberg was Police Academy.
Also,
That's
from
who
Renovated.
I looked up Steve Gutenberg to see his picture. That's who the person was that I saw being interviewed that did a ton
There you go.
with it wasn't so I don't know who anybody is. Look, it's like 9:30 here. Okay, it's not even that. I'm lying there too. It's 9 p.m. here.
And she's turning into a pumpkin.
She's like, it's James Wood, Steve Gutenberg, you know.
Kay says the Netflix is more of a sequel. And Abby says Flight of the Navigator is the movie I was talking about. I thought that's what it was. Yes. Yes. Storm Dark Crystal is slightly nightmarish for me. The Netflix is a prequel to the movie.
I just thought that if Lee would watch a Muppet type movie, it might be Dark Crystal.
It might be the Dark Crystal.
I never heard of it, but I'll take a look at it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Abby says, has anyone ever seen Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I used to watch the
I
TV
love
show.
that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but the boy I was a nanny for used to play it on his computer.
I was gonna say I used to play the computer game.
I used to play it and I used to watch. It was like a game show that was on.
Yeah.
I love that. Where in the world? Andrew says, Kay Simmons, you're right about the Dark Crystal. And he says, love Flight of the Navigator, The Last Starfighter, and Mac and Me was fun too.
Yeah.
But my fave movie from back then was Willow.
I
Or
like
was it? That's what it was. Somebody was, I think it was Emily yesterday was showing her book and she said it was like The Princess Bride. And I don't think anybody heard me when I said there's another movie I've never seen.
Well, I knew you hadn't seen that because I think we've talked about that one.
Yeah. And I love Cary Elwes. Like him in Men in Tights is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, and this is a prime for him. You should definitely see
I
it.
know, that's what everybody tells me.
Mm-hmm.
Erica, speaking of shows, are you guys you guys are enjoying currently? I don't watch television, so I can't check in on this one.
I am wrapping up Good Girls on Netflix. However, I was only watching it for the one guy Rio on the show. I wouldn't even recommend it other than that. But
I had to look up who Rio was because somebody. I'm so sorry, Tammy.
No,
you
go ahead. I was just going to say I've only watched maybe 3 movies in the last 10 years. I'm not a movie watcher either.
I'm not a movie watcher, but I do watch television. But I had to look up who Rio was on Good Girls because I kept seeing these memes about
you know exactly. Get in the car, Elizabeth.
Get in the car, Elizabeth. And I'm like,
Rio.
what is this? And I had to go and look it up. But I just started watching New Girl. I had never seen it. So it's old. So I guess that's not recent. But
still, it's something you're enjoying.
But it's pretty funny. But the other new show that I am watching, because I don't watch much current. I tend to watch the same shows over and over again. The old like Will and Grace, Golden Girl, like old shows.
Yep.
But I started watching what is the show called? The one that's like The Office only in the hospital. Saint Dennis. I think it's called Saint Dennis. The hospital administrator is the mom from Goldberg's, and it's like The Office set in a hospital.
Oh, interesting.
And it's pretty funny, but it's just very much comedic, kind of silly.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
I've started watching because I have Acorn TV right now, so I've been watching a lot of British shows.
Nice.
Chelsea Detectives is like the one I've been working on right now. So.
Nice.
That's awesome. Basically the only new show that I watch, and I'll be watching it as soon as we're done here, is the new episode of John Oliver last week tonight. That's the only new thing I watch, and that's how I find out about your news in the U.S. It's the only way I know anything that's going on in the U.S.
I flipping through, and it's like the Chelsea Detective, and it's like, hey, that's the guy. He was on an episode of Midsomer Murders. And he's got his own show.
Amy, never saw it, but remember playing it along with Oregon Trail. You died of dysentery. Carmen says, Captain Crunch used to look like Captain Kangaroo.
Oh.
And Oops, All Berries is still my favorite cereal. Amy says, Kim, yes, I played it too. Kim says, Clarabelle was on the Howdy Doody show.
Oh.
Kat says, thanks for sprints, lovely ladies. Have a wonderful week ahead, everyone. You as well, Kat. Yes, I remember. And Cajun says, the Brothers Grimm were appropriately named 1,000%.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Melmac says, good night. Kim says, I love Carmen Sandiego game and show and love playing Oregon Trail. Worked in children's section in the library. Oh, lovely.
That's cool.
Angel says, good night, everyone. Thanks for the sprints, ladies. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Reader's Retreat. Ambi, Flight of the Navigator. And Carmen Sandiego episodes are on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Kim.
Oh,
Well, that'll be fun. Kay says, we quote The Princess Bride here all the time, which is funny because I know all the slang because it's in popular culture, right?
Yes.
My name is so-and-so, you whatever. Like, I know that joke, right? You know?
You killed my father.
Father. No, you must not.
I'm storming the castle, boys.
And he said, did anyone ever see the Tolstoy's Almost Home? No,
I
I've
have
never
not.
heard that one. And Ambi says she loves Good Girls. And Kay says the new Girl Thanksgiving episode from the first season, I believe, is one of my faves.
The show is pretty funny.
Mary Jo says, you mean St. Denis Medical Tiffany? Not a fan of that one.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's very slapstick. The woman is exactly like Michael
so you'd have
Scott.
to like The Office.
She's like exactly like Michael Scott, only a hospital inmate.
I got through one episode of The Office and I couldn't. Garrett goes, well, I said I couldn't. He was too cringy. And Garrett goes, that's the point. And I'm like, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't watch The Office either.
No.
I love The Office.
Kim says, I watched old mystery shows, Columbo, Ironside, Barnaby Jones, Mannix.
Yeah, I watch all those too.
And he says, Tiffany, you should watch Grace and Frankie. You would love it.
I like Lily Tomlin a lot, so I have it.
My mom watched them. She really enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah, I like Lily Tomlin.
Nia says, have a good night, everyone. Be safe and healthy. Have a good week. Hope to see you all again real soon. You as well. Emily in Paris is good. I heard that from a lot of people. And Elf, I remember Elf.
Yeah.
Elf was great. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining tonight. So PK this week, and then we're back on your channel on Sunday, right, Tiffany?
Yes.
Excellent.
And the next, the one is going to be the read along one, right?
Yes. For the
Oh, is it
third
gonna be Cheddar Off Dead?
emergency dessert squad.
No,
Oh, the dessert squad. Okay.
Yeah.
I will be there just to chat because I dropped out.
yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you all so much. Have a great night, and we'll
Have a
talk to
good
you later.
night.
Bye,
Bye, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye, Sarah.
Happy St.
Thank
Patrick's
you.
Day.